Bulldozer, the nickname the hard-charging Richard Holbrooke acquired in the course of his most lasting bargaining achievement, the Dayton Accord of 1995, the foundation for an uneasy peace treaty between Serbia and its breakaway provinces of Bosnia and Croatia. A deal that Holbrooke advanced by pressing for NATO to go to war against Yugoslavia's Serb leader, Slobodan Milosevic. It was the first time that NATO forces, largely American, had fired a shot in anger, and Holbrooke offered no apologies.
Our goal was to end a war, and by God, we did it with your help here at Dayton. And the war never resumed.
Holbrooke began his foreign service career in Vietnam. Vietnam was a conflict Holbrooke described critically in a chapter of the book The Pentagon Papers, The Secret History of the War. Rufus Phillips was Holbrooke's first boss there, working on rural development.
I think he understood, like a lot of people that had been exposed to Vietnam directly, that it wasn't the kind of struggle that the U.S. was going to win by itself, and that sort of became our policy during the Johnson era.
3 years after Dayton, as President Bill Clinton's envoy, Holbrooke was back in the Balkans, threatening Milosevic again unless he stopped his brutal tactics against the secession movement in Serbia's Muslim-majority province of Kosovo.
At one point he said to me, "Are you Americans crazy enough to bomb us over our military security police?" And I said, "Yeah, we are that crazy."
But Milosevic resisted pulling back his troops until NATO warplanes again attacked Serbian territory, this time without UN approval. Holbrooke left diplomacy until another Democratic president, Barack Obama, called him back into service as his top civilian representative to Afghanistan and Pakistan. There, an intractable war against the Taliban has been called Obama's own Vietnam.
General Petraeus himself has said that there's no purely military victory here, that we're looking at a issue which combines a lot of different factors.
Holbrooke's job this time coordinating a strategy of cooperation with two problematic U.S. allies, particularly the Afghan government of Hamid Karzai.
It's not that we pin our hopes on him, it's that we work with him because he's been elected president and re-elected.
But Karzai reportedly bridled at Holbrooke's direct warnings to curb corruption. Holbrooke's brand of muscular diplomacy proving to be less productive in South Asia than it was in Southern Europe. His sudden death at age 69 from a rupture of the heart, ending a mission that could have proved his most difficult. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Washington.